is also camera-based. I'd like to ask Philip Moore from Darvis on the stage. And Philip didn't have a big issue accessing hospitals, as far as I was informed, because he has cameras doing that. But he'll explain us himself how he does that within the rule of law.
Hey.
Hi.
Perfect. Yes, Dominic, thank you for inviting me. Yes, indeed. We created a solution that allows us to translate whatever is happening in the real world. So essentially, we build digital twins of hospitals and visualize and automate processes doing that. So looking at hospitals, there's a lot of lost equipment. There is, hospitals in general are a workaround of a workaround due to siloed systems. And at the same time, there are a lot of procedures happening. And obviously these are businesses, so use of supplies are an important factor. And obviously due to COVID, we saw a lot of inefficiencies. So what do? We basically simplify these processes and we enable automation based on the system we created. And at the same time, we ensure that certain hygiene protocols are being followed in the first line of defense when it comes to infections. So we improve efficiency and we give staff a peace of mind so that they can focus on what is really important, the patient. So it's all about delivering patient-centric care and minimize healthcare-acquired infections, and at the same time, ensure that privacy is conserved, especially when we talk about AI. So we've broken down our applications into, basically we're creating a meta layer. And one of our applications is the so-called rapid hygiene check. So we check whether somebody wears correct PPE in a certain zone. At the same time, we use the same system to track beds, objects. We track wheelchairs. We track all sorts of things to really understand what is going on in a hospital environment. The same system can be applied to supply chain measures, so we can check fill levels of cupboards, as well as where the surgery set is and, between the OR and the sterilization. All based on full automation. So nobody has to fill in forms. Our system understands where the stuff is and just puts it in so that staff doesn't have to create lengthy documentation for something that could have been automated. One example, as I said, beds. We understand whether a bed is clean, occupied, unclean, and whether side rails are up or down. That has implications whether a bed has to be picked up, whether an occupied bed is too long on a ward, etc. So many use cases. That reduces search times and a lot of other things. Rapid hygiene check is already deployed in clinics in Hamburg, and we are now rolling it out both in Germany as well as in the United States. Asklepios helped us quite a lot developing this, and they gave us tremendous feedback while the development happened. As you rightfully said, we are compliant, and obviously all of that is enabling at some point an autonomous environment, being the hospital. We guarantee privacy, so there's no screen to camera principle at any time. All images are happening in all analysis is happening in a sandbox, and all of that has been approved by workers' councils, and obviously we do have very strong cybersecurity measures, etc. That makes it GDPR and CCPA compliant. As I said, we're deployed both in Germany as well as in the United States. We do have great partners and great customers. Philips helps us a lot. NVIDIA helped us a lot in the United States. We do have from Deutsche Telekom to other customers who helped us also, Asklepios obviously, as well as other clinics in Germany and the United States. We're an experienced team of founders, whether some in the US, some in Germany. So we are kind of a cross-border company. We do have great advisors, both from the clinical as well as from the government line, who help us stay in line and grow. Thank you very much. And let's co-create a patient-centric care journey together.